The Noel Bank Crime, the mystery that shocked America. October 6th, 1989. A quiet town called Noel, Missouri. Only 2,000 people lived there. Serious crime was almost unheard of. But that morning, everything changed. Around 8 o'clock, a bank teller arrived for work. The front door was already open. She walked inside and found the vault wide open. The inside was a complete mess. She called the police immediately. When investigators searched the vault, they found something unbelievable. The bank had contained over $1 million. $70,000 was in coins. $970,000 was in paper cash. The robbers stole only the coins, more than 600 kilograms. But they left almost $1 million in cash, which weighed only about 30 kilograms. It made no sense. The security camera had been sprayed with black paint, then destroyed with a .45 caliber handgun. Whoever did this knew exactly what they were doing. Then investigators realized the bank manager, Dan Short, was missing. The vault could only be opened by a special time lock system. That night, the system had been disabled. Only 4 employees could do that. Dan was one of them. Police searched his house. His car was gone. His glasses, which he never left without, were still on the table. It looked like he had left in a hurry. Hours later, his car was found abandoned. Inside, police discovered bank coin wrappers. Witnesses later reported seeing several vehicles at Dan's house during the middle of the night. Another witness saw a convoy leaving town around 3 in the morning. 5 days passed. Dan was still missing. Then, on October 11th, fishermen at Grand Lake, Oklahoma, found a body floating in the water. It was tied to a chair, wrapped in duct tape, and attached to a concrete block. The killers had tried to hide it forever, but decomposition brought it back to the surface. The victim was Dan Short. The medical examiner confirmed. He died by drowning, meaning he was still alive when he was thrown into the lake. Now the case became a murder investigation. Near the lake, police found duct tape. On it, there was a single fingerprint. Then, an anonymous caller told police 2 local brothers had suddenly started spending large amounts of coins after the robbery. The suspects were Joe Ogofsky and Shannon Ogofsky. Joe gave police his fingerprints. Shannon refused. Months later, a friend told investigators that Joe had once described a plan to kidnap a bank manager, force him to open the vault, and kill him afterward. A court finally ordered Shannon to provide his fingerprints. The result was a perfect match to the fingerprint found on the duct tape. In 1992, both brothers were sentenced to life in prison. But one mystery remains. Several witnesses said they saw 3 vehicles leaving Noel that night. If that's true, there may have been a third person involved. Who was it? More than 30 years later, no one knows. And the Noel Bank crime remains one of Missouri's greatest unsolved mysteries. If you enjoyed this true story, follow for more real mysteries, because the next case might be even more unbelievable.